1.5 to 2. So this has to do with an idea that came to me the other day, and I just call it the Replenish Project. The Replenish Project and the Portal Project, from my higher self, about the energy that I've been feeling in my hands, and how I've been having a blast, making energy balls with my hands and filling them with love and peace and safety for my dogs, and how I love to throw the energy balls out into the environment and between my hands. Currency, not fiat. This was coming to me as a thought. Currency, genuine source originated currency. So the thought came to me, what if we are going to be going from a 3D manufacturing supply economy where people use this fiat, work as a slave, buy your stuff, it's the, what you call it, the wheel, the little wheel where the critter runs around endlessly. So what if we're going from a 3D economy to a 5D replenish economy, where the currency is not fiat to pay to receive a product, but the currency is my own source energy that replenishes the items that I would normally go to the store to buy. Hi guys. The value of being calm, with the way I learned it back in my Word of Faith days. I energetically remain seated. I remain at rest because, see, the work has been done. I have manifested my desire. I've already declared my desire and my intentions to the universe. That was the work right there. I thought it, I spoke it. That was the work right there. Around in me right now, which it is. That's part of the work. That's the energetics that's doing the work that's causing it to come. Hi guys. So last night I had I don't know if that would be what they would call a lucid dream, halfway awake, halfway asleep, shown like the specific steps for making the manifestation for the replenishment. I wish that really is what it is. It's pure consciousness. It's God source energy. I was playing around with it. I don't remember if I've mentioned this in the videos. I've mentioned it in the groups. But I would go around to different items in my house, and I would hold my hands apart, and I would have a consciousness ball there, and I would ask the consciousness ball to match the frequency of such and such. I did it with my 2 vehicles. There was 2 different types of fuel in the 2 vehicles. And I could sense that there was a difference in what the consciousness ball was creating by matching the frequencies. In the bucket that contained a bit of dry dog food. And I asked the consciousness ball to analyze, assess, and match the frequencies, resonances of the dog food. I asked the consciousness to expand itself with those frequencies to fill the bucket. Then I asked that consciousness to become physical dog food now. And so I asked the tarot this morning, after I had jotted that stuff down, I said, if I follow what I was shown, will I manifest kibble? And the answer was spiritual growth / creation. The energy is there. Belief system is a little chaotic. Wednesday. I think today's Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So Tuesday, let me just tell you what happened Tuesday whenever I was feeding the dogs. And, I'm okay with not really having an opinion about it, but I'm okay with having an opinion about it too. So time when I glanced down and I was like, you know, I don't think I'm using as much. And everybody I know was getting a really good serving of food. Because I was looking at I use a little, a pot, a little single pot as a dipper. So everybody gets a really good dipper. And so everybody was getting a really good serving, and I looked down at the bucket, and I kind of noticed, you know, I don't think this is going down. And what I noticed Tuesday morning, here's what I can say. What normally takes 3 buckets to take care of that many dogs, it took 2. Friends and starseeds and distinguished guests from multiple dimensions. Before we move on to our question and answer period, I ask that you give yourselves a round of applause. And on behalf of the starseeds present in this gathering on September 9th, 2023, I declare the Replenish economy of Earth is officially active. Susan B. And my confidence level in using the consciousness balls had really increased. And I had gone from what I would call, you know, who's the little guy that, you know, asks for more porridge. Can I have more porridge, please? I had gone from that guy to the drill sergeant who says, can you hear me? You know, cuss. A confidence level. So after I got off the call, I went ahead and got about a half a quart jar of water and just set it on the table. And I was sitting in a nice comfortable chair, and I thought, well, you know, I'm just gonna do like what I have been doing. You know, I'm making consciousness balls in my hands and just lobbing, not throwing, you know, but just lobbing replenish energy into the jar, increase it all. But thank goodness I was paying attention, because whenever I got up and I got closer, I was about maybe 8 feet away. And whenever I got closer to the jar, I was like, wait a second, that thing looks weird. There's an oddness. There was an oddness to the top line of the water. So I'm going to pause. I'll pause the video here. I'll stick in that picture so you can see the picture. Love you guys. In the 6th week of the activation, the categories are replenish groceries, household supplies, replenish gasoline, propane, kerosene, replenish housekeeping, replenish physical currency, silver, gold, precious metals, gems, replenish rivers and lakes, waterways. Oceans may be one of those categories. Replenish carnivore insects to vegetarian. So we had been having conversations in the Zoom about weather and how the possibilities of setting our own temperatures, weather conditions, etc. And so I just wanted to share with you guys, yesterday there were a few of the little weather clouds coming up, the weather manipulation clouds, I should say. A little shower this morning, and so whenever I came up here to the farmhouse, it was overcast. But I want to show you guys, and I hope the camera can pick it up. So if we look, okay, off in the distance, the light color, there's a light color, and then as we get up here, it gets more of a darker blue, and then we have this beautiful blue that's above me right now. If I look if I angle my camera and point it off in the distance, we see the cloud, the lighter color, you know, and then we have the beautiful blue right directly above me. But then here are the clouds that have, I think, my higher self has pushed the clouds back. My intention has pushed the clouds back, and I believe it's that way all around me. So that leaves me with this beautiful, yeah, and you can actually see it. Yeah, that's easier to see back there where I kind of pushed the clouds back with my intentions. And I think as we go, I'll show you this on the other side too, looking here. And then above is that beautiful blue. But I think as we go, because this is day 1 after the ending of the 8-week activation, day 1, and I think we're only just gonna get, you know, stronger and stronger and stronger as we. Okay, so I'm talking while I'm driving here. So I had a thought that I'm gonna get down to the bottom of. Okay, and it's the difference between creating. The pure consciousness that I'm working with is creative power, right? So I'm slightly aggravated, but it's okay. Okay, so I am a high frequency being. I am super high frequency, multi-dimensional. The being that I am is a high frequency, multi-dimensional being, right? Okay, and this is very important. Creative, pure consciousness, energy, currency can be spent, and here's my supposition. My currency can be spent at any time and is not dependent on my vibration. It's my currency to spend as I want. And if I'm getting something that I'm creating something and it's not created, well, I get pissed because I want this thing to be created. It's not dependent on me asking. It's not dependent on me being in a good mood. It's not dependent. It's dependent on me having my currency, knowing that it's my currency, and that, damn it, I'm going to create something if I want to. And that my natural way of being is happy. Hi. Making a gold coin here. Having my currency, knowing it's my currency, and creating anything that I want. I'll create anything I want. Means I've been creating, have been in the non-physical. It was my guess just a few minutes ago that the coin isn't appearing here because I haven't yet created a way for it to appear. I haven't created a way for it to appear here yet. But in my previous video with my intention, I stated as my intention that I create a way for the coin to appear using my currency, because it's my currency that I use to create everything. So with my currency, I'm stating my intention with my currency, I'm spending my currency to create the way for the coin to easily appear in my density. So just doing this for fun. So I've got energy in my hand. I just put my intention in there. And so here we go. So I just easily created the way for the gold coin to appear. This has never been done before. This has never been created in this density before. Now, can you confirm that I got a fistful of coin energy? Because that's what it feels like to me.
Yes. Are they in my hand too, or am I just feeling her energy or whatever I'm feeling?
I get that Cheryl has some in her hand as well.
Right on. Okay.
Do I? I feel heat.
I get yes to that too.
Do I? I feel it in my heart. My dog keeps barking.
She's saying everyone in the group has some in their hand.
I got a phone, the steering wheel, and the coin.
Say in the movies, you know, pinch me, pinch me. Is this real? So I'm just going to extemporaneously do a recap. And Dolores, she said, the call went out. Earth is in trouble. Beings from all around the universe volunteered to go. The dome would remain. Was to raise the frequency. Raise the frequency. You have to raise the frequency or else the dome cannot come down. You have to raise your frequency. Replenish Project is all about. The Replenish Project is to aid everyone to whatever level they can or are willing to participate, to be part of that replenishing, to replenish for themselves those things that they want. And Susan, the physical, with Susan the higher self within, is doing the creating to make it available. So here we are. You all are heroes. I dare say you are superheroes in whatever form or fashion you or I care to admit that. Even Clark Kent had a mundane job at the newspaper, right? And then he jumped into the phone booth, changed his clothes real quick, and then went out and saved the world, right? So I'm hoping that whenever I re-listen to this video that it will help me pinch myself. And thank you, light body, just lit right up. To be able to look back in my 50-some years of being here on this earth, to recognize the part that I had in raising the frequency to help humanity, and to take that to the extent of ascension. And this is about my ascension and what do I want my ascension to look like. Every part of the aspect of what I want my ascension to look like, to be able to share that with everyone, is pretty cool. Somebody pinch me. Oh my God.
Thanks for saying that,
I
Linda.
don't think it's
Thank you for saying that. That gave me an idea. It gave me an idea. In my back. Thank you. Okay, so I honestly did not realize what I was putting together with this video. I was just enjoying putting it together. And I ended up answering so many of my questions with these memes that I had collected several years ago. I collected them intuitively, but what we are seeing here is a map of ourselves. Each one of us being strategically placed around the world. I knew that it had to do with our frequency, and understand about it is you call, if you have to call in the medics for something and somebody's had an issue happen, the first thing they say, are they conscious? And what that actually means is, are they awake? Are they awake? And are they aware of their surroundings, full of red pills? And so we actually are aware of our surroundings and what our reality is like. And so we're strategically placed, each one of those points that we see, and they're all connecting energetically. We're doing that right now. We're connecting energetically. And it kind of takes me back to the thing that Heidi had mentioned about that program, that show, Manifest, I think it was. The certain group was awake for the whole time, but then the people who were not awake, they still got to the same destination and somehow woke up.
Hi guys. So I'm down here at the pond with the cats and Andy and Shadow. Noticed this morning in the personal update, I noticed this morning that I have, maybe I've expanded more, I don't know, probably, because we all are, right? But I don't have any attachment to this place anymore. And I don't consider that a good thing or a bad thing, I just consider that a thing. What I had asked the cards this morning was if I would be kind of stepping away from doing that type of divining, because I'm going to be moving more into just making quantum point choices. So it's giving a little update for today. I forgot to bring the paper up, but I did do a read on where Lottie stands in coming into this density. 1 to 13, which is the tarot cards, 13 is the king. On a scale of 1 to 13, where is Lottie in her entrance into this physicality? And Lottie right now is 8. Another place where I need to do an assessment, remember where I am, remember who I am, remember why we're here, why that I'm doing as a starseed in my community. I'm not taking the fight to them. What I'm doing is I'm responding in brilliant starseed fashion and catching them at their own game, which is not a game for those people who have been trapped in this institutional trap. To win brilliantly at this, and the institution is going to come down as a result. This particular judge would be worthy of being in the pokey. I don't want that. That is not what I desire. I do not want that at all. Institution to pull a card and the whole institution crumbles. That's what I want. Well, I know it's a good video when I don't even remember what I said. So I'll be excited to go back here and see what I've said. I want to tell you guys I love you. And we're doing fantastic. We're doing fantastic. One step at a time. Building blocks, making a new earth, bringing it in, raising the frequencies, raising the consciousness. Guys.